Yo, what is good, Killer Squad? We are here back with another video. Today we're doing a little comparisons between Fortnite Mobile and Fortcraft. So first of all, shout out to Bobby Plays for this because he does similar stuff on his channel for Rules Survivals and other games like that. So make sure you guys check out his channel for other comparisons. But I wanted to do one for Fortcraft as well as Fortnite Mobile because I play both of these games extensively, especially Fortcraft. I've been playing it a lot recently. So I want to do my comparison and which game I personally think is better than the other one. Although both of them are in beta, there is room to improve. And also, just a disclaimer, this is my opinion. If you do have your own opinion, let me know in the comments down below. I would like to hear. And also, what we're going to do is I'm going to be talking in the background. There's probably going to be clips as I'm saying this. So we're going to start off by talking about the clone first, Fortcraft Mobile. I mean, you can just call it Fortcraft. So Fortcraft Mobile came out before Fortnite Mobile, just because they wanted to be out first. Fortcraft is out by NetEase, the same creators of Rules of Survival, Knives Out, all these other games. Now let's talk about cons and pros as for each game. Now obviously the cons, the graphics don't look the best. I'll be honest with you guys. The graphics, it's cartoonish, but even more cartoonish. I don't know if you guys know about it. It's like an Asian style cartoonish, which I mean it could be good and bad, but it does look a little weird. It does look really weird. It is also a knockoff, so you're gonna get a lot of like bad publicity because it's literally a copy of Fortnite. But that's not a big issue because Rules Survival was like a copy of PUBG, but PUBG was like very different. Like PUBG was slower, so like Rules Survival made it its own game. It's like a faster pace. The graphics look a little bit different. It wasn't as like realistic. It didn't require as much resources. Now another downside is that there isn't as many people in game playing this, and it's not available on iOS as much now because they closed the basically beta invites or any entries to iOS, so that's a massive downside. Now let's talk about some of the pros of the game, which is really huge. Now, the game is not as big as Fortnite. It is not a 2 gig game. It is like, I think it was like 600 megabytes to download. The game has some cool stuff. You can like pay coins to buy stuff, which is really cool. So you get coins by playing games, and it is basically the template they have for NetEase. Whenever you play games, you get gold, and you can get those golds and you can spend it on people, which is really nice. Another cool thing that I like about the game is there is the quick build button. The quick build button is absolutely amazing in this game. It's probably one of the best features in this game. It has some great feature, and you can customize it however you want. So if you want to have a tower built instantly, you can do so. If you want to have 2-3 walls built instantly, you can do so. I personally like having the tower with maybe 2 walls on the side, so that way I can kind of still protect myself. It does take a lot of resources, which is unfortunate, but it is really cool. Another cool thing about this is the controls. I think the control on this game is absolutely amazing. It's just the fact that you have the shoot button after you have like all 3 buttons, like the build, the quick switch. It has even the quick build. Really good. Controls are really smooth. I like that a lot. And also it does run really well on my Android, my S7. It runs pretty dang smoothly, which I do like. So it doesn't require as much resource as PUBG Mobile as well. It doesn't require as much research PUBG or Fortnite Mobile because it's not as big as the game. So those are my main pros and cons of the game, so which I do like a lot. The building one is really good as well. There might be some other stuff that I missed, but let me know. Now let's talk about Fortnite Mobile. Fortnite Mobile is the most hype, I would like to say, the most hyped game that came out in mobile in a while, because Fortnite is the biggest game right now being played, like statistically, especially on Twitch, is the most streamed one. So let's talk about that. Now we're gonna talk about the cons. So the cons is it is optimized based on your device. So if you don't have, like for example, an iPhone X or even an 8 Plus, it doesn't look really nice. So I played on an iPad and it looked absolutely terrible. And it doesn't work on like an iPhone 6s. Like it says 6s, it should work, but it lags so much. So the optimization on these games are not really good. It is resource heavy, so it does require, that's another con, 2 gig of space, which is insane. It's massively huge. It has a big RAM usage. You need 2 gigs of RAM to run this game, which is insane. Like, think about it this way. A few years ago, 2 gigs of RAM on a computer was like, oh, okay, you know, it's good enough to play games like, you know, League of Legends or even games like Counter-Strike. But now you have to have this on your phone. If you had crazy phones like a Razer phone, you'd run this pretty easily. But it's another con. This game is only available by invite on iOS, which is kind of insane, which I forgot to mention for Fortcraft. You can play this if you're on Android, and it's like guaranteed you just get into this game almost instantly. So super unfortunate. Like, the graphics are not the nicest, which when I was playing, you guys can see in the background, it didn't look really good when you're playing. Maybe it might be a little distorted, Jesus, English, but it didn't look really nice. Also, another big issue is the controls are absolutely trash. Like, the shoot button, I mean, it's like a tap and shoot. You have the button, but then like the build button and everything else, it's like super far away. You can't really customize it. If you can move it more towards the middle where the shoot button is, it would be really good. Like, I know, and you can't customize it. There's no customization. You can't adjust your I guess your audio, not your audio, your video effects. If you want to make it worse quality, if you want to make it better quality, it automatically optimizes it for you. You can't adjust anything. You can't customize basically the key controls. You can't customize. Maybe that's in the future. This is all in beta, so this might change in the future. But for now, you can't customize any of that. Now let's talk about some of the pros. The pros of this game is basically it is fast-paced game. It is very similar. It's exactly very similar. I mean, it's exactly the same game that you would have on PC or console, but put into a mobile game, except it has like a mobile buttons and everything. Now, the cool thing is, if you had an Epic account before, all your loot gets transferred into it, which is actually insane. You can actually, like, so if you spend any time on PC, if you have any time on console, like I have a battle pass on console and on PC, and I barely play, but now that it's on mobile, I'm playing so much more that I can get so much more free stuff from the battle pass, which is pretty insane in my opinion. So that's really neat. The fact that you can, anything you buy here will go on the console, PC, which is a huge benefit in this game, and that's really nice. Another added benefit, which is linked to this, is that cross-platform gaming. I mean, I don't recommend it because you're gonna get destroyed. Most likely than not, you're gonna get wrecked. Like, it's gonna be impossible. Like, think of it this way: you're on a touchscreen. Somebody, even if you're playing against a guy on a computer, you're game over. There's not even a chance. It might be a hard challenge for us YouTubers, but you got no chance. It's gonna be so hard. But if it's fun, if you have a friend, it's like, oh, okay, I don't have a PS4, but I do have an iPhone X, which is kind of ridiculous because an iPhone X is like way more expensive. But anyway, you got a PS4, you can play with your friend on an iPhone, which is gonna be really cool. Their cross-platform thingy is really nice, really neat. I like that, and that's just a general Fortnite thing, and it's really cool. And also, I think there's a little more, like, if you played this game before, you got similarities, so you're very comfortable with the game. So that's another pro. But other than that, like, the pros, I might have missed some, in my opinion. So let me know in the comments down below again if I miss any pros or cons for Fortnite Mobile. Now, to conclude, I want to give the slight edge to Fortcraft for now. Just personally, when it comes to gameplay, I much more enjoy the gameplay of Fortcraft than Fortnite Mobile. I might be a little biased because I did play on my phone mostly for Fortcraft, but I did also play on my tablet, so I can kind of compare. As you guys can see, I did have some gameplay on my first one was on tablet. I was able to move a little more. It was a little, and the iPad I got is new. It's like super new. It's not like it's a 2017 iPad. So the fact is, like, they're like, oh, it requires minimum 2017 iPad, and you know that. It's kind of cheap for me for the Fortnite Mobile, and it wasn't running as smoothly as we'd like. And like, if you had an iPhone 7X or iPhone 8, I think the smaller screen makes it a little look better. I don't know why. Maybe it's just because it stretches out a bit. But yeah, the Fortcraft, the customization, I think is the best part of the game. Like, you can't like, the customization is such, it gives it the edge. Like, just be able to customize your button, be able to put the button wherever you want, just be able to have the button placements, and then be in the quick build. Like, Fortcraft as a game, I feel like is more user friendly than Fortnite. But if you are a big Fortnite fan, like, Fortnite is one of the most hyped, so that's probably going to be the most popular game right now. And I know Fortcraft is one of those, oh my god, Fortcraft is a clone of Fortnite, blah blah blah, I don't want to play. But like, honestly guys, Fortcraft, in my opinion, is the better game. It has better building, it has the better button layout. But again, both of these are all in beta, so whenever the game comes out, the skins might be a little bit nicer. And as well, I feel like a lot of people have Android phones, so it's a lot easier to download the game. Like, you don't need an invite, you just go to the Play Store, it's available for beta. Anyone can play if you have an Android. Even iOS, they're available both on Android and iOS. So my recommendation, if you are on iOS, go ahead and play Fortnite unless you don't have the space, because it is a heavy resource game. Like 2 gigs of space and 2 gigs gigs of RAM to play. So honestly, like in my opinion, Fortcraft is, I want to say a slight winner, but I also want to say the clear winner because it does require less space. It's available widely to most people who do have Androids, so you can just go ahead and go to the Play Store and download it. It does have some downside, whereas like if you have an older phone, even then, like you can't play on your S2, S3, S4. It's gonna lag too much. It is a crazy game. Like even on computers, it lags if you have like 2 GB of RAM. So that is my opinion, guys. If you guys do disagree with me, let me know in the comments down below. I would like to hear it, guys. Alright, that's it for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to hit that thumbs up. Don't forget to let me know in the comments down below again if you guys agree or disagree with me. And if you do disagree with me, let me know. What is your idea? Which team do you like? Hashtag Team Fortnite, hashtag Fortcraft. Let me know in the comments down below which one you guys want to see. If you want to see my latest videos, give me on the right side of the screen. If you haven't yet, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. I make videos on it daily. Alright, I'm out. See you guys next time. Kill it!